Thank you, Brittany. So, I'm not from around here. I was born in merry old England and moved here 20 years ago. Although both of my countries speak English, kind of, words in America sometimes have different meanings, and this can cause serious confusion. In America, fanny is childish slang for buttocks. In England, a fanny is a vagina. You can imagine my confusion when an American friend told me she'd been on a long bike ride and her fanny was still sore. How the hell were you sitting on the saddle, lady? Staying on the subject of genitals, to the English, beavers aren't remotely sexual. In fact, the youngest Girl Scouts are called Beaver Scouts and are led by a grey beaver. In England, rubbers are used to erase pencil marks. Not here, which explains the strange response I got when, before a test, I told an American classmate that I didn't have a rubber and asked if she had a spare I might borrow. An invitation to be her study partner might have made more sense before the test. My favourite English dessert has a very strange name. In England, a plate of spotted dick is a delicious pudding made with raisins and served warm with custard. In America, a spotted dick is an excellent reason to go to the doctor immediately. And this one still makes me cringe a little 20 years later. In England, we refer to cigarettes by a name that means something very different here. I learned pretty quickly that it's not the best idea to ask an American if he'd like to join you outside because you're desperate for a fag. So you may have noticed that I'm tall. Okay, yes, I'm fat also, but I'd way prefer to focus on the metric that doesn't cause diabetes, heart disease, general social disapproval, scared looks when I head to the buffet line, or questions from small children about whether I have a baby in my tummy. But don't get me wrong, obesity is no laughing matter. I went to see a dietitian just the other day, and she told me she was very concerned about my body mass index. She showed me on a chart. I left feeling rather despondent because I've no idea how I'm going to gain 3 feet in height. Unsurprisingly, I also have a rather tall daughter, and she just started playing volleyball because that is what tall girls do. Her team is named the Warriors, which was not their first choice, which their coach vetoed, and I loved it. It was the strong balls. I was already designing the t-shirt in my head. Her first opponents were from a local Catholic school, and their name was the Lady Crusaders. Have you ever stopped to think about how offensive that name is? The original Crusaders traveled to the Middle East to kill Muslims in the name of Jesus Christ. Great role models for third graders, don't you think? Other team names aren't much better. Take the Vikings. Their namesakes rampaged across Europe, raping, murdering, pillaging, and burning villages. If those names are acceptable, why not go all in? Plenty of other violent bastards we could look to for inspiration. The Taliban, the Al-Qaeda, the Hezbollah, the Boko Haram, the Khmer Rouge, the Klansmen, the Redcoats, the IRA, the Aryan Nations, the Antifa, and let's not forget the most prolific mass murders in the history of humanity, the Nazis. Picture, if you will, the lady Nazis in their cute uniforms with that striking swastika logo, and their funny little mascot with his comedy mustache, goose-stepping along the sidelines to work up the crowd. Achtung! Lady Nazis are the best! Give me an S, give me an E, give me an I, give me a G. Sieg Heil! That would scare the crap out of the Lady Crusaders. The Lady Klansmen, on the other hand, might give them a run for their money. It's a bit difficult to concentrate on your game when all the cheerleaders are wearing hooded robes and there's a burning cross casting a rosy glow over the home side's bleachers. Perhaps the Lady Crusaders isn't such a bad name after all. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this one thought. I've been reading a lot lately about how cultural appropriation is a terrible thing, and I quite agree. But I would like to announce on behalf of the English that if you'd like to rock tweed jackets and bad dental work, knock yourself out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a lovely audience, and I've been David Parsons. Cheers!